Good morning, Lambert High School. Would you please stand for the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And welcome to Season 4 of Lambert AM. I'm Carly Talty.
And I'm Garrett Hollenbeck. We have a lot packed into the show this AM. We got your six.
And leading off this morning, there is a new member of the Longhorn family, Duck the dog. Duck is an 8-month-old lab training to be a therapy dog for Miss Nicoletti's special education class.
Since people have been talking about therapy dogs, it's been on my mind, something that I wanted to do. And I went to administration about possibly getting a therapy dog for my classroom and suggested that I call Scott Rucker of Rucker Dog Training.
Scott Rucker, a local dog trainer, donated Duck to Lambert, and his presence has already had an effect on students.
Because we have new students in our classroom, and then walking around around their desks when they're upset. We like him to fly.
Does he help you learning stuff?
Yes, he does.
Research has shown that therapy dogs in schools can decrease anxiety and even increase reading and writing levels.
Walking down the hallway and seeing the smiles on the faces is amazing.
When I talked to Scott Rucker, the trainer, he had mentioned that he really wants to start having Duck be the first of many dogs that are in a lot of our schools. A lot of other principals have asked me about it, and they're very excited. So hopefully there'll be more Ducks around here.
Joining us now on the phone is Duck's trainer, Scott Rucker. Scott, thank you for joining us this morning.
Hey, how are you?
So there is an interesting story behind Duck. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, Duck started Duck School at 4 months old and started with, just like all the other pups, but Duck didn't show a great desire to go and retrieve. He'd rather sit beside his handler and get petted on or sit there. He has a habit of, him and his litter mates do, of liking to lick. So he'd want to sit there and just lick his handler's hand and not chase after any of the toys or any of the ducks or anything. So at about 7 months, his trainer that he was with, we spoke, and I told him that, I could probably find him a new home through my training program. And I purchased him and brought him back to Atlanta. He was in South Carolina, so brought him back to my place in Gainesville, and we trained him for about a month. And then the teacher from your school called me, and they were looking for a therapy dog. So I told them that I might have a good fit for him, and she came up, and we did some training, and now Duck is on his way to being a therapy dog.
Well, we are so happy to have Duck as a part of the Lambert community. Scott Rucker, thank you for joining us this morning, and thank you for Duck.
Thank you for having me.
It's time for sports.
It's time for Bryce Gaubert.
Who is Bryce Gaubert?
You don't know Bryce Gaubert? Bryce, take it away.
Thanks, Carly and Garrett. I'm excited to be here. This week on the mix, we have Lambert basketball, swim, and wrestling. We'll get started here with Lambert swim. Lambert's 98 swimmers and divers will travel to compete in county next weekend. The performance in this meet will indicate how the swim team will perform in state. The boys and girls teams are looking to win their 10th county championship. Boys wrestling is starting to close out their season as well. With their most recent duels coming this past weekend, the team placed 3rd overall in competition. As singles duels are in about 3 weeks, Coach Contardi had this to say about his team.
We do have senior night coming up on the 22nd. That's a Wednesday. It'll start at about 6 o'clock. We'll recognize our seniors and wrestle Chestatee and East Hall. And then that following Saturday, we have a real big JV tournament here at the Horn as well for our JV.
It is a big day for Lambert basketball as both the men's and women's team season starts to slowly come to a close. Both teams have 3 of their final 5 games at home.
The season's going pretty well so far. We are sitting in second place in the region with a chance to play Milton on Tuesday for first place.
And now back to Carly and Garrett for more Lambert AM.
Our first pep rally of the decade is next Friday.
The feud for the Spirit Points rages on, and here's Coach Bass with a hot take.
We have a pep rally next week. The seniors are holding on to a very slim lead over the juniors, freshmen right behind, and sophomores are right behind there. So it is a battle. You know, we have a huge celebration at the end of the year for the winning grade. Right now, seniors are hanging on, but the freshmen have the belt. Next week's the pep rally. We've got wacky games. We've got spirit. We got hype. Baby, it's 2020. Let's go. Get ready. Let's stay hype, Longhorns.
That's all we have time for this week, Longhorns.
Have a great long weekend and hook 'em.
I get knocked down, but I get up again.